to another weekly reading update. I read 7 books this last week. What was y'all's favorite book that you read this last week? Let me know down in the comments. A little over 2,000 pages. Let's get into it. I started The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. I did watch before I read. I know I committed a sin. I'm sorry. But I'm really glad that I read this. I will have a review posted on this so y'all can know like what it's about if you have not started the Apple TV series or if you just don't have Apple TV. This is All Systems Red. This is the first novella in The Murderbot Diaries. Really enjoyed it. It does end on a bit of a cliffhanger, but I'm really glad that I read this before the next episode airs. So if you do plan on watching the series, really recommend reading so you know what's going on and what's gonna happen. There was already some differences between the show and the book. She Kills a King. I really enjoyed this. Also ends on a cliffhanger. This is the first in the Rising Tide series. When I Catch You, Evan. When I Catch You. I need book 2, dude. Get to it now. Cat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang is like a horror mystery thriller with paranormal, and I will have a review posted on that. First of all, like horror thriller is not usually my typical genre, but I really enjoyed it. Just the haunting narrative, the paranormal, the sprinkles of Chinese mythology, really enjoyed it. The Sparrows by Devney Perry. I didn't like it. I have a review posted about my thoughts and feelings on it. I had a couple issues with the writing structure. Really my biggest issue was the FMC Odessa. I just found her insufferable. White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky, a classic. It's 80 pages and I was crying. I'm a sucker for tragic love stories. It's a short story, beautiful. Highly recommend it if you like classics. It was written in the 1800s, so it may not be for everybody, but I love these kind of books. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. Really enjoyed this. Contemporary romance, Sleepless in Seattle vibes, Never Been Kissed. It took me back to like all of those old 90s, early 2000 rom-coms, and I adored this so much. Me and Kyle basically buddy read this and it was such a good time. I loved it. Then Little Stranger. This is a dark taboo romance that involves foster siblings. Part 1 was really hard for me to read considering that they were in high school, or at least she was. Kept referring to each other as siblings. Pet names for each other were little sister, big brother. I just couldn't get past that. But part two, from Malachi's point of view, I really enjoyed. Really enjoyed this. So thank you to Shannon for sending this to me and introducing me to Malachi. I really want to try some more books by Lee Rivers. Those were all the 7 books that I read this last week. I kind of took a break from my usual high fantasy and I'm ready to get back into it. If you've read any of these books, let me know what your thoughts were on them. If you plan to read any of these, let me know which one.